right, everyone. Welcome back to the Off Court Podcast, the paddle podcast covering all your paddle needs.
What's up?
Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to 2026. We are your hosts. I'm Hugh, always joined by
Connor. What's up, guys?
Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. Our first, proper episode
Of the year, yeah.
of 2026. I don't know if you guys noticed anything different.
We got some...
The Off Court Podcast has been decked out. We got Pimp Our Studio here. We have some new posters from the brilliant Don Valentino. He is a paddle poster artist who hooked us up with these beauties. Big shout out to him.
Yeah.
We'll link his handle somewhere here, description, his website as well if you want to check him out. He's got some really original and cool pieces if you want to deck out your offices,
your paddle club, studio.
Homes, if you're a paddle addict like us.
Yep.
And if you like the new studio, let us know because we're thinking of doing a poster giveaway for you guys with with Valentino's artwork.
So one of our off-court listeners, if you guys like it.
There's quite a few. I mean, these are only two of the models he does.
Oh, but, yeah. There's so many more designs.
There's so many more.
Have a look.
Yeah.
And go for it if you love it. But yeah.
And as you can see, we've also got some floating rackets now, which we're really proud of.
Yeah. Hugh and I are really proud of putting everything up on the wall.
Yeah, I mean, it took us way longer than we expected. But yeah, we've got the Adidas on the head here on the corners. And then we've got the Koki sign Babolat and the Ale Galan Adidas here. So yeah, we think it's looking pretty good.
Let us know in the
guys.
comments.
Yeah.
We're super happy. A new, fresh sort of look for the studio. Yeah. Now looking back at the older episodes and seeing that empty wall, it definitely is a bit of an eyesore. So now we're super happy with this. But
what are we doing today, Connor?
We are ranking the 2026 pairs.
Yes.
We are weeks away from Saudi, Riyadh, the first tournament of the year, which we're very excited for. Obviously, there's a couple of exhibition tournaments happening, Hexagon Cups around the corner.
Hexagon Cup soon.
But for you Premier Padel addicts like us, we are ever so excited for the season to start. We've got a list of all the players, top 10 from men and women, and we're going to rank them.
Also, loads of new pairings.
Yes, there's some new pairings.
Thoughts and feelings on that.
So yeah, Hugh and I have given our individual rankings, and then we're going to see where the differences are, and then try and find a middle ground between us, and see if we have any same opinions, split opinions, or some bad takes or anything like that. But there's a lot to look forward to for the season, guys. Yeah. So come with us, rank the episode. Yeah. And we're going to do it in traditional, I say, internet format. We're going to have the classic S, which is the best. A, B, C, D, E, maybe. And,
maybe F.
And yeah, S. We'll S. I don't know what S stands for. Special or super. Yeah.
Something like that.
Exactly.
Do it with us. Do it along with us if you guys want. If not, do let us know in the comments if you agree, disagree, thoughts, feelings on these new pairings.
Please do.
2026 is looking pretty exciting.
Pretty spicy.
Without further ado, shall we just jump straight in?
Let's rip into it, man.
Let's do it. Let's get into the men's. We've also got top 10 pairings confirmed. And then there's 3 others that are also interesting new pairings, players that usually make it into the top 10.
We just wanted to mention them in the episode as well.
Them in the end.
It just felt right.
Yeah, so we're going to do those as well. So
cute. Let's start.
Let's start from the top. Number 1 spot, the absolute beasts, Coelho, Tapia, the Golden Boys.
Yeah, bro.
Obviously get an F-.
Yeah, F-. That seems fair. Next, Galan Tringoda. No, of course, bro.
Obviously, I mean, there's no secret there. They have to get an S. Don't even have to explain why.
Like, even if we wanted to be controversial, there's just nothing we can do.
Maybe
A- for Coelho.
Yeah, because Coelho's training in Miami and Tapia is still in Spain. No. Yeah. It doesn't matter. The absolute beasts. Coelho, actually, just some cool, I guess, paddle information. Just signed with 2 new brands.
Rolex.
He's the first paddle player to be sponsored by Rolex. He's on those Federer vibes, which I kind of like. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
He's picking up all of the dope merch.
And then the other one is On
Running.
On
it's
Running.
Very, very good. It's great to see a brand like that. Obviously, they're associated with Roger Federer. But it's cool. Maybe Rolex. Rolex as well. So maybe we're gonna get a nice On Running paddle shoe to come out. With a Coelho paddle shoe, but that's
Coelho's
just
publicist and manager are
they're just
on another level.
sweeping up right now. They're honestly, you got John Sands with an OnlyFans sponsorship, and Coelho's getting Rolex.
But just a little parenthesis, because I just think it's like cool news.
That is cool. But obviously we gave them an S.
Yeah.
Guys, we couldn't give them anything else. They're just absolute freaks.
It is what it is.
But, we can't say any much more than that. We're excited to see them dominate for another year.
Yeah.
And, that rivalry between Galan and Chingotto to come back. And who knows? Who knows what they've been doing? Maybe Chingotto's been eating his broccoli over the winter break, and he's going to grow even taller now. I don't know. Maybe he got his knees done. And I have no idea, man. But, S for Coelho Tapia. Let's go to Galan Chingotto. What did you give them?
I mean, I gave them an S.
You gave them an S too?
Of course.
They're not S-worthy.
What do you mean they're not S-worthy, dude?
They're not S-worthy.
What do you mean?
Bro, come on.
I will take nothing lower than an S for Chingalan. Nothing lower.
Bro, you compare Coelho and Tapia and Chingalan.
They're very, very similar. They nearly finished the season as number ones.
Yeah, but tell me when it goes Galan Chingotto versus Coelho Tapia, and Galan and Chingotto win.
Yeah.
Tell me you're more surprised than.
Obviously.
Yeah. Okay.
Just because I do agree, Coelho and Tapia are better.
Yeah.
Or they've shown they're a bit better.
Yeah.
A bit. I don't think they're like miles ahead.
Yeah.
Because they've lost several times, and they nearly lost their number one spot when it should have been a done deal.
Yeah.
Chingalan, their level is astrological, man. They're insane. No. It has to be an S.
Really?
Yeah, it has to be. Even though Coelho and Tapia are, yes, they did finish the season as number one.
Yeah.
Chingalan
Tapia was playing with like a broken fibula or something, like an injury in his arm, bro.
At the beginning of the season.
At the end, bro.
When they lost to Cardona and...
I knew this one would piss you off.
And that was Burger. It has to be an S, I think.
All right, S.
S minus. Okay,
S minus. That's fine.
Guys, please back me up.
Comment down below. Am I chatting shit, guys? Do you guys give Galan? It just makes sense in my head.
Yeah. But
all right.
We've got number 3 spot, the first new pairing of 2026.
Yep, we've seen them play together before.
Yeah, we've got Stupa Yanguas. Exactly, they played together before in 2024.
Yep.
They won the new Giza P2. They made quarterfinals in the Mexico Major.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
So they know each other. They're teaming up again, and also number 3 seeds, just below the 2 absolute dominators of paddle, is also a very good spot.
I mean, if you look at the draws, that's nice for them. You know what I mean? Like that means they're not gonna see Coelho, Galan,
up until semis.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So their road there, maybe there's a few other names that might stop them, but it's smooth sailing for them. And also, shout out to Stupachuk for getting out of his abusive relationship with LeBron last season.
Thank you for being brave.
Yeah, you made it. You survived.
Yeah.
Obviously with Mike Yanguas, Mike Yanguas also has his moments as well.
He does.
I just don't think anyone's on that level of Juan LeBron.
So, what did you give them?
I gave them a B+. I think that's pretty fair.
I gave them a B+/A. So we'll agree on B+.
B+. Okay, we'll stick with a B+.
Reasons for that being?
I just think, yes, they are a consistent pairing. They do have their moments, that's for sure, in terms of their mentality, I guess, in terms of staying in the game, especially against a tough competition. Going up against the top. I say top 3. They are in the top 3. It's not going to be easy for them, that's for sure.
Yeah.
They have to play some of their best paddle that they've ever played. Hopefully, they're a year playing together. And, a nice partnership for Stupachuk to actually have a partner here where he's not receiving that pressure, because we saw how he played towards the end of the last two tournaments.
With Dineno. And he looked like a different player.
Man, it was just like, oh my gosh. It's like...
It's good to see him back.
Yeah, exactly. He's just like, okay, that negative pressure never helped. It never does. Yeah. And we all know that. And pressure makes diamonds, whatever analogy you want to use. But I think here it's a fresh start. Mike Yanguas is also fantastic as well. These guys, I can just imagine them like rubber bands bouncing around the back of the court.
That's what I was going to say. They're like the flimsiest most agile,
Yes.
quickest
Just
pairing in the.
Moving in all different
they
shapes
call
inside.
Stupacuk el papelito, which basically means the little paper.
Yeah, okay,
you know?
just flickering
Yeah,
away,
he's
man.
like,
Yeah. So I'm excited to see them play.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that, like, where their rivalries that they make this season as well.
Yeah.
Who's going to be their toughest competition?
I think they're both like. I think they're good together in the sense that they're both really quick, really agile. Physically, they complement each other well.
Yeah.
I guess the only thing why a B plus, and not an A, is because I don't see any bombs coming from any of them. I think they might lack a bit of power in that sense.
For the smashes?
Yeah, I think they'll do well in slow to medium paced tournaments.
Yeah.
But in fast courts, I mean, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. But
yeah.
But yeah, I think that's why I gave them a B plus.
A B plus.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have the same rating, so they get themselves in the B zone. That's for sure. Next new team, I guess new. We saw them play 2 tournaments together. They had that preseason chemistry going.
Yeah. The crazy boys,
Juan LeBron,
the villains of Premier Padel.
Leo Augsburger. What's your vibes for 2026 going into the season? Obviously, we had a little taster, as we just said.
Look, they've played together a couple tournaments.
Yep.
They weren't amazing, as we said in the last episodes of 2025. They were a bit inconsistent. Felt like they were still finding their footing, strategies. They were like they didn't really know what to do. But the block's working really well. It's like, no, it's not, dude. Why are you blocking so much? It just felt a bit like, but as we said, I think they just need to give each other a bit of time. That's one thing. Second thing is the whole emotional, mental aspect, which I think is the biggest elephant in the room when it comes to these two guys,
it's
right?
This so far so good, bro. It's like, it's
so far so good. But,
I mean, I feel like my prediction, and I have a lot of confidence in this because I feel like this is going to go exactly how everyone thinks this is going to go.
And that is? And
it's going to be fine at the beginning. They're going to work it out. And then you're going to get maybe halfway through the season.
Augsburger has killed LeBron in a domestic dispute.
Yeah, exactly. This shit is just inevitable. It's unavoidable. And considering Leo Augsburger's, much younger as well, his temperament, his tenacity to bite
bravado
back
as well, his smugness.
It's like we all know it. We can hear the ticking happening already.
And
it's just a matter when.
History repeats itself. We've seen this happen.
Yeah, LeBron is not going to change.
He's not a stranger to these things.
He's not going to change. The negative pressure that LeBron was putting on Stupa, and let's not forget, let's put these guys on a fucking slow court. Bro.
Yeah. I mean.
Okay, maybe for Juan LeBron. Don't get me wrong. Juan LeBron,
you kind of lose Augsburger.
You lose Augsburger. And he's gonna keep hitting that smash, and they're gonna dunk it back at because the ball barely makes it over the net. And then you're gonna turn, and it's Juan LeBron turns at Leo Augsburger, gives him a face. He's gonna go quiet on the bench. Man, I'm running this scene through my head like I've seen this movie a million times. That's how this is gonna go.
That's the main. If they win, if they start playing a match and they're like boom boom 2-1, 3-1 or whatever, they get an early break.
Yeah.
Then it's all good because when Juan LeBron is winning, it's all happy faces. He loves it.
Yeah.
As soon as they find themselves struggling a little bit, either because they come up against good rivals or they have a bad day.
Yeah.
If they both start going
downhill.
down, it's not good.
Yeah, they're a team based on momentum, not chemistry.
And also, I don't know how long they're gonna last. Honestly,
should we make a prediction? Do you think they'll last the whole season?
No, not the whole season. Not the whole season. I don't. I mean,
there's I'm
going off of what I've seen.
Yeah,
Juan LeBron do to his other partners.
Yeah. And if you think about how patient Stupacuk was,
if the results are there, they're gonna stay together. But if they're not, like they're
yeah. I think Stupacuk, comparing LeBron's last partner, had much more patience, more experience. He knew how to facilitate
and Stupa
that.
Isn't that he doesn't want to go with the confrontation.
No.
He's like, okay, dude, relax.
He's like, we'll talk about this after the game. Not we're going to have a meltdown on the court. Where Leo Augsburger,
he's probably going to be like, fucking put your gloves on,
yeah,
bitch.
Exactly. Like, I think they're going to be smashing their rackets on the floor, hitting the fence, kicking the fence. Like, probably some of the most juicy paddle drama that we're going to see over the last couple of years, which is why, as for us of the Off-Court podcast, we're very excited for. But yeah, I just, it's too good to be true to be like, this is going to work. LeBron's going to get back to number one.
Yeah.
Like, all of this stuff. It doesn't work. I think the odds are against them. And we just know this personality clash, which is this feeling we've had in our stomachs the whole time since they joined and announced that they're going to be a new partnership. Like, it's, we already know it. I can see the future already. And that's, I think, how it's going to play out.
Having said that, though, obviously we can't deny that they are two individually incredible players from a like skill point of view. Augsburger with his like power smash, LeBron just being absolutely ridiculous as a forehand player. So, but even though they are really good together, and you know it might be their one and only chance, at least for LeBron to get to that top spot in paddle. I think the what we were just talking about now, the whole mentality, emotional stuff, I think that kind of trumps the skill a little bit. Of course,
which is in the long run as well.
Which is why I gave them a B+.
I gave them B-.
B-.
Yeah, because
So B.
Yeah, B. We'll give them a B just because like I'm just too confident. I know how this is going to pan out.
We've seen this before.
And it's going to happen. And there's going to be some nuts matches when they're on a fast-paced court. And they sure, maybe they can take Goya and Tapia down in those conditions. Maybe. Why not? Why not? But yeah, you put them on a slow court. I really think that's going to expose their weaknesses here. Yeah. Because you said it. Augsburger does have a great smash, but also Augsburger needs the time to develop on his other aspects of his game to make him one of the best. Yeah. His defense, you know what I mean, is just like, you know, we've seen Augsburger repeat the same strategy of playing aggressive, and it absolutely trips him up.
He just needs a bit more patience, man. He just pushes the net way too quickly, and because I know that's what works for him, and he's got power and speed in his shots, but just don't rush the net immediately. Be patient and then find the ball where you can. Yeah, you just have to wait 2 or 3 rallies. That's it. But don't just return a serve and go forward, because as soon as you have Coelho in front of you, or even whoever, man, Golkin, some player that has a minimal ability, which is all of the players. Yeah, they're gonna start finding your feet. They're gonna find a little angle where you're gonna be wrong-footed. They're gonna like break your ankles and you're going to be done. So,
and we'll see. But wait, just talking about this, I'm very excited this is getting me so hyped for the season, actually. Yeah. I can't wait to see Leo Augsburger and LeBron play.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys think as well, because this is obviously like the juiciest, the 2 juiciest players in the world right now. So it's a lot of drama.
Do you think they'll make it? Do you think they'll break it? What's going to happen? Yeah. Who knows, guys? But we are going to move on to our next pairing here, which is Coqui Sanz, the champions of Barcelona back in 2024. 25? 24.
Sorry, yeah.
Previous pairing, they played together before. Yeah. Coqui said bye to Mike Yanguas. John Sanz said bye to Paquito, which both, were pairings that didn't necessarily under these conditions need to split up.
It was as they said, for Paquito and Sanz, it wasn't result based. I think it came more from John Sanz's side, the separation,
right?
Because when they asked him in the press conference, John Sanz, Paquito was like, I don't know, ask him.
Yeah, I see.
And he was like, well, I just need he didn't really want to say it, but I think it's just playing with Paquito, as good as he is, I think it's just very challenging. It requires a lot of mental and emotional work, because he is a super
aggressive,
emotional player, intense. He demands a lot of his partners. It's hard to play a match with him if it's high stakes, if it's important tournaments, quarters, semis, finals. It gets intense. So I think for John Sanz, maybe he needed someone who he had a better relationship with, like Coqui,
who is much calmer. Very, very
calmer. And
it is such a loss, though, because the bromance between John Sanz
and the results, man.
And Paquito were lit, bro. It was good. Everything seemed great, and it did suck that we're not going to get, the DJ and the guitar pumping anymore. But like,
it's one of those where you just we're not their managers or coaches, or we're not them, so we can't exactly know the reason why, but we can kind of guess. Look,
I like them as a pairing though.
Me too, man.
What did you give them?
I gave them a C+B.
Damn. I like them way more than you, bro.
I like them. I thought I liked them way more than you. I thought you were going to rate them
lower.
No. What did you give them?
I gave them an A, bro. I think this is going to be a really solid pairing that we're going to see them get to the quarterfinals a lot. Knockout. I think they can take on Leo Augsburger and LeBron.
Yeah.
And they will be tough competition for them. He's like freaking out. He's like, what is this guy saying?
No. I do agree.
I think they are very consistent. I think Cocky, he needs to play a little bit more aggressive, but when he's in the back of the corner.
But he's going to have John Santh now.
Okay, yes. And
who is more aggressive.
Yes.
And who, I've told you this before, I don't know if you guys agree, but I do think ever since, so they split in 2024, Cocky and John Santh. And I feel like Santh has gone off on like side missions, collecting more armor and like better weapons.
Yeah.
And now he's gone back into the main trail, joined Cocky again.
Mainline quest.
Because John Santh, we know he's, high unforced error kind of player. But dude, I think he was playing some good paddle the end of 2025. I think he was playing really well.
Yeah.
Determined, also very brave, powerful. He's he does have a lot of passion and he plays with a lot of heart. So I think him now going back with Cocky, I think he's coming in a better player than he was in 2024. Even though 100%. I think
he's so much. The improvements are.
And Cocky, I think, is just one of those players where he's just consistent.
Yeah.
And chemistry wise, I think they're gonna reconnect in that way. They did have a lot of chemistry. They're really good friends.
Yeah.
Outside the court, and they know each other really well inside the court. Yeah. How they play. So
I think it's a great partnership. Yeah.
Look, I gave them a B. You gave them an A.
Yeah, I gave them an A. Yeah, I'm kind of hyped for them.
Dude, let's go for an A minus.
Yeah,
Let's put them in. Let's put them in there.
Put them
I
in
like
the
that.
A zone.
I like your positivity.
I'm pretty like I have a confidence with them. You know what I mean?
And Cocky, I don't know if you guys know, Connor, he's like my favorite player.
Yeah, okay.
If you have to go
and choose.
If you have to go like a bit original and not go Tapia
Correa, Galan. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I really, really like Cocky, just his play style, and I think he's just a different player. So
no, I think the energy will be there, and they got it.
Let's give him A.
Yeah, we'll give them an A. Okay, our next pairing.
Which brings us to number 6 seeds, Paquito and Fran Guerrero. I don't really understand this.
I have no idea. That's why I gave them a C, because I put it bang in the middle.
I gave them a D.
Yeah, I'm like, it could be.
It's strange. It
could work. It feels like a placeholder team, I'll be honest. And then they're going to go and play with someone else down the line.
It's great for Fran Guerrero, who for the first time in his life is in,
top
8.
Yeah.
I think,
more or less.
Number 6 seed is the best he's ever been for sure.
Yep.
He's playing with an absolute tank, as is Paquito.
Yep.
I think it's good for him because he's going to get, he's got that experience.
Yeah.
He's
Pressure
got that
as well.
master of the sport coaching him, teaching him at the same time. It's Paquito. Fran Guerrero is very young, up and coming. I don't know if Guerrero will be able to deal with Paquito's craziness.
Yeah, his emotional capacity might not be there, but
Guerrero being a very solid and consistent forehand player. I mean, he's one of these. He's like a Libac kind of vibes, where he's Yanguasi as well, Yanguasish in that sense, where they're strong bibodas, good transitions to the net, can smash as well if needed. But
we have no idea how this team's
going to go. But we have
no
idea, and I'm just my worry is chemistry.
Yeah,
between them. That's why I gave them a D.
I'll jump down and I'll join you at a D then, because I think that's fair. Okay, D for these guys. Let's move with pace here, because we've got Dineno and Momo Gonzalez, which is just a nothing burger to me.
I think it's the worst pairing out of the top 10. That's the worst.
I gave them a D.
I gave them an E.
Yeah, I'll move down to E because it's too defensive, man.
I was telling Connor before, it's a weird analogy, but I think they're the celery. They're like the celery pairing, which is just very bland.
This is a Hugh original.
Yeah, it's just very bland. It just, as you said, just like a bit of a nothing burger.
Yeah.
Dineno, yeah, it's super consistent, but
there's no drive in the team.
There's no drive. There's no danger.
Yeah.
There's no danger.
These guys can return.
They could do well in like a super slow court, like
that's
Barcelona or like a really cold winter tournament, maybe. Yeah. But
no, I don't. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
I'm sure the vibes between them are great, but like,
yeah, I'm sure they're great friends.
They're not. Yeah. I think they're good vibes, man.
And they are like really nice, two really nice people.
But yeah, we're like trying to find the silver lining here. We're like, they're nice guys, but yeah, they're just not a threat on this list of players here. Yeah. Nothing special. We'll drop them to add an E.
Yeah.
And then
which brings us to number 8 with Garrido Bergamini, who are rejoining forces.
Yes,
they played together in the past.
Yeah.
When Garrido was going through his hoe phase.
Yes, Garrido of 11 partners in one season.
Yeah.
And he was just figuring things out, man.
Yeah.
And towards the end, because he was playing with Campagnolo.
Yeah.
And he looked like he got his spark back a little bit.
Yeah.
And he was like locked in.
Campagnolo Garrido they got to semis in Dubai.
Yeah, I kind of wish they stayed together because
it
was
Stupa and LeBron.
LeBron, yeah. And I wish they were together this season instead of
it's one of those breakups where you're like I don't really understand,
we'll see what it is. Because I feel bad for Garrido a little bit, I was a little generous and I'm excited for them to carry that momentum on and hopefully it works.
Let me hear
because I think Bergamini plays on the ride.
Yeah.
Defensively, besides Chingotto, is up there. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's the most underrated player.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. He's very underrated, and I think defensively he's an animal, similar, carbon copy of, Chingotto, but maybe a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And Garrido, he does have his smash, he does have his power, he has moments with his temper and emotional side.
Yeah.
But I do like that combo of a defensive player and a drive, basically. Yeah. And I think they can do that on paper. But we'll see. But I gave them a C-.
I gave them a C.
Okay, so yeah, that where we aligned there.
We'll align out at a C. I do. There is something about them. Garrido going, pairing up again with another Brazilian after Campagnolo. I don't know. Maybe he's got some like
deal with Brazil.
Yeah, he's got some good vibes from the Brazilians.
Yeah, he's like, I'm fucking with these guys.
He gets like invited to the carnival or something. I don't know. But there is something that I just can't really put my.
I think they're going to be super consistent, strong, and
there is something where I'm like, I kind of rate them. I don't know why.
Yeah, I do rate them. I kind of rate them. Yeah, no, I think so. I think
for being so low in the ranking, I think
exactly.
I think they can do well.
When with the draws, when they get put up against one of the bigger teams, I think it might be one of the more annoying teams for the top dogs to play against and be like, fuck, we got to take on Garrido and Bergamini.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just my general vibes. Yeah. I like that. I hope Garrido has a bit more of a consistent year because I think he is a great player, but just seeing a player bounce around.
But shout out Garrido and props to him for being like having a terrible season. I'm sure mentally it was horrible for him as well.
Yeah.
Going through all those partners, being like ranked 30, whatever.
Yeah, he dropped down, man.
Dropped down.
Yeah.
But now making
it's his comeback. This is 2026 is Garrido's year,
so
bro.
Happy for him.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Number 9, no changes there. We've got Alonso Tello. Look, I think it's kind of like a Dineno Gonzalez. They're a pairing that can like compete, and they're there, and they maybe can surprise someone. Definitely not the top pairings, but I like them as I just think they're like nice people as well. They're like no controversies there. They good chemistry,
good vibes.
I think Alonso is like I love his style. I think visually watching him play is very satisfying.
Yeah,
his bandeja is beautiful. He's got this like weird back of the court sliced volley. Yeah, when he doesn't let it bounce, that he just hits it really well.
I actually rate Edo Alonso a lot. Like I think he's
very
out of the
player.
younger players. Like I think he is really great, and finding the right partner.
I don't think he's had that opportunity to be like. I think he needs someone to call him up, one of the tops, and be like, "Yo."
I think Juan Teo is a good partner for him because defensively, Juan Teo is also a beast as well, man. Like he is a beast. Like I have good feelings
3 years
this year.
ago.
Yeah, okay.
When he was playing with Chingo, he was good.
Bro, I gave them a B-. Bro, I think they could be good this year.
I gave them a D.
Damn.
Meet me at C.
We can meet at C. I don't know. There's something here where I'm like, I have a good feeling about them.
Dude,
that's the vibe I get,
They played
guys.
together in 2025 for like, I think, most of the season. Or for a while. I can't remember which partners they had before.
Not for that long, I swear. Not actually for that long they were playing. Because Teo was playing with Libak, no?
Yes,
and then he stopped, and they bounced around, and they didn't play that much together.
Alonso was playing with Jairo Batista, I think, for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I saw them together, and I don't know if... Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, well, let's meet in the middle. Yeah. We'll go for C.
Yeah.
We'll give them that. I'm backing them. We have three more teams here before we get to the end of it. Right, and we're back. And we have our last
that's so number 10s.
3. Yes, okay, here we go.
We've got a very interesting and exciting pairing. I'm eager to hear what you have to say. We've got another we can call them like the bomb bros,
I think
the
Super
tanks,
Smash Bros.
Super Smash Bros.
version 2 maybe 2.0.
We've got Leal and Cardona pairing up together. Cardona coming back after a massive injury he had and basically
dropped off at the end of the last season.
It made him lose the entire 2025 season. Basically, he could just throw it in the trash.
Yep.
Because he had I don't know exactly what it was.
Was his leg, no? Or his...
I don't know if it was his back. No, that was Libak.
Anyways, he got
big
injured.
Injury.
He's out. He picked up a new partner, Javi Leal, who also has a monster smash, bro.
Yeah.
Who called him like? Did someone call him the Duracell bunny like last year?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I think the commentators were calling him
the energy levels that he raises.
And they call him Javi Letal, the lethal Javi.
Okay,
you know.
Okay, scary.
Javi Letal, yeah.
It's a lot of power. But it's almost one of those, we know a team that has a lot of power.
Yeah.
And then put them on a slow court.
And I think there's other aspects.
There's other flaws to it basically, but I'm also a big fan of Cardona. I think Cardona is one of the better, or one of the best. Yeah, exactly. One of the futures of the sport.
Yeah.
And he's great. Obviously, we were sad when him and Augsburger ended their partnership because they could have done it, but who knows, they can end up playing together later down the line. But what
did you give them?
I gave them a C+.
I give him a C.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, look, these guys are great. They're going to have their moments. They're going to be annoying to play against because they're just young, energetic, aggressive guys that know how to eat up half of the court.
Yeah, and they could potentially be going up to Coelho Tapia, and Coelho Tapia being like, fuck, we don't know how to play against these guys.
Yeah, exactly. We have to figure them out again.
Play style, kind of thing. However, I will say, I do think Augsburger is...
Of course.
Quite a lot better than Javi Leal.
Yeah.
Also, Leal is one of the most emotional players. He is such a hothead. This guy goes nuts. And he said it.
He said it
in
himself.
Interviews, where he goes to break down and he fucking loses his mind over it. Or he misses 2 smashes in a row and starts...
fucking shit up.
He
has that mental battle in his head.
So I don't know, like Cardona and both of them being very young as well, lacking that experience. I don't know.
It seems like quite a volatile pair.
When they're pushed against the ropes, I don't know how well they will do to try and bounce back.
Yeah, that's why, I can't put them up there pretty high, but a C being like, look, you guys can come with the power, the aggression, that's one thing, but with consistency, learning how to play with each other, going against like different conditions, court conditions, it's going to test them, that's for sure.
So
but
I think a C.
I think a C is pretty neutral. I'll be honest, because we don't really know how their season's going to pan out. But yeah,
we'll also have to see how Cardona comes back this 2026 because he's been out for a while. Now, so. That we have to see that as well.
Slow start. Next pairing.
I mean, so then we've got like 3 more that are like just like players that are usually talked about, and they sometimes go into the top 10. Not this time round though. But we've got confirmed number 14 pairing. They would be Jairo Batista, Lucas Campagnolo, who joined forces.
I like see, we were talking about Campagnolo playing with
I like
Garrido.
Campagnolo.
He's just like this really muscly built jack dude.
Yeah,
He's got
and
a
he
lot
also
of power.
plays on the right, so it's kind of, he's a special kind of player. I do agree.
Bautista also had some really great moments last season.
I don't really rate Bautista.
You don't rate him? What the hell?
I think he's a bit of a what you call, in Spanish or in Argentina, you call pecho frío.
What does that mean?
When when it matters the most, he just gets deflated. Like he doesn't.
Okay.
It's just
he
like
doesn't deliver sometimes.
because he is a good player, but dude, I've seen him like net those like super easy volleys.
Yeah. Okay.
Returns from the glass where he just nets them as well.
Yeah.
Smashes where he's like, this dude's like huge.
He's a tall guy.
And he's like 2 feet away from the net and just smacks it straight into the net.
Okay,
I think he's very inconsistent. No, yeah, but you're a professional paddle player. If you're 2 feet away and you're like 6'3",
you're tall. Yeah.
you gotta
be popping those.
You gotta
out.
pop those
okay.
away.
I gave them a C.
I gave them a D.
I kind of want to drop down to a D now after
Let's
discussing that.
Yeah, I think a D is deserved.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can prove us wrong.
If I'll be honest, if they get to the quarterfinals of a tournament, I'll also be like, oh shit, they got to a quarterfinals.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Know.
Like,
I think I give them a D. Seeing the
rest of the competition,
they have
man,
in
it's
front
tough
of them,
out here.
And then number 16 confirmed pairing would be Livac and Chozas. Look, I have to say, I am a bit upset and surprised as to why Tino Livac is slept on so much.
Well,
I know he comes from a big injury where he was out for months and months, but dude, Livac is one of the best.
It's true.
Prospects of paddle. I know it's just like a punctual thing with Osberger. He managed to win the
World Cup.
The World Cup playing against Paquito Navarro and Mike Yanguas, absolute beasts. Him being like 19 at the time.
Yep.
So I really, really rate him. I don't know why. Like I would.
Oh, but also Livac and Chozas.
Paquito should have called Livac and not Fran Guerrero. You know what I mean? That's what I'm kind of.
Yeah, I can see that actually working.
Something like I don't know, or like.
I don't know. Do you think people are scared of him because he's just injury prone right now, or he needs to get back into it? He missed literally 3/4 of the season.
Yeah, I don't know, but even Stupa playing with Livac, I think is a very good pairing.
Yeah, I don't know. He's one of these diamonds that got lost
for whatever reason. Yeah. So sorry. Anyway, he's paired it with Chozas, who I'm very sorry, but
I'm gonna give them an E.
I gave them an E.
Oh, okay. So
I gave them an E.
Okay,
Yeah,
an E is an E. There we go.
Fortunate for Livac. Let us know what you guys think
Who
about
knows?
Tino
He
Livac
could prove
as well.
us wrong.
But he could prove us wrong.
Could prove us wrong.
I think because of Chozas, E. And finally, another pairing that's not confirmed there, the seeded yet, but we know that Tolito Aguirre will be playing with Arroyo.
Yes.
F.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we'll give them an F, man.
I'm sorry, but it's the only F we've given, but I'll give them an F.
Well,
I don't think Tolito has really adapted to what Premier Padel is.
A1 paddle to this level of competition, his year, he's
had a year to kind of do things.
And yeah, he pulled up a couple of trick shots.
He could only shine when none of the top 8 or top 100
were playing, man. Yeah, no, the competition is so much tougher out here.
Yeah,
man. He's playing against tactical beasts here instead of trying to do a sick trick shot playing off the side glass or anything like that, which is always fun to watch. But that's not going to win you tournaments.
So I do agree. I think F is fair. So number 1 spot for Gemma Triay and Delfina Brea.
Yeah.
What have you given them?
I've given them an A, which might seem a little strict. Obviously, they were the top ranked pairing last year. Towards the end of the season, they got a little bit shaky.
Yes.
I obviously really back Gemma Triay. Gemma Triay is one of my favorite players, definitely. But I have this, I don't know, just based on vibes, feelings, I have this feeling of some inconsistencies coming up. These are just predictions, guys, and we'll see, somewhere down the line if we're idiots or not, or if we're right. But I gave them an A. I wanted to give them an S, but there might be another pairing that I
gave them an A plus for the same reasons.
Yeah.
The way they ended the season. And it kind of felt like there was some, as you said, just vibe-wise, there was some something going on between them.
Yeah.
They weren't gelling really well. I don't know if it was like something outside of the court that they were dealing with as well. I do know Gemma's a bit tough to manage.
Right.
As a player, sometimes she's a beast. She's amazing.
She
but,
is.
you know, in those terms, she's a bit complicated maybe. So
yeah, she's maybe an intense player sometimes.
They feel a bit shaky, but I mean, we're basing this off of what we've seen so far, and they were amazing in 2025, but they ended the season, the last like 3-4 tournaments, they were a bit shaky.
Yeah.
So let's settle with an A then.
We'll give them an A.
I think an A is good.
Yeah, exactly. A little harsh, but I'm there for it, and we'll see how they start the season.
Yeah.
Our next pairing the next
number 2.
second ranked seeded team now, which is a new team. Bea Gonzalez, Paula Jose Maria. Woo, bro. Come on, man.
Absolute stonker.
I think this team, I can't wait to see them play their first few tournaments.
But I think they deserve
S. Yeah, you give them an S too. Look, I'm excited for them,
I'm excited, man. I think this is the closest we've ever been to a female Coelho Tapia.
Okay.
We've got a super consistent, absolute demon of a forehand lefty player.
Yep.
Which is Paula Jose Maria. Who's got a smash. Who does? The thing is, both these players have, understand me when I say this, like male tendencies in their play style. Like they are the two players that I think play closest to them and maybe Ustero. They're the ones that like might get a lob behind the line and might go for a smash.
I wouldn't. Yeah, obviously it's more similar to how the guys play, but I would just say that's more just the new feeling, the new age of paddle, man, of how that aggression level comes up.
But they are the ones that are being able to adapt because Jose Maria, she's no novice, she's no amateur. She's been playing for long. Bea Gonzalez, she's young, but she's been around for a bit as well.
Oh, man,
she's very new, but I think it's the female Tapia and Coelho, and it's that magic, dynamic, sort of very unexpected. What is she gonna do? Backhand player with Bea Gonzalez, who, by the way, had an insane end of the season.
No, honestly, watching her in the Barcelona finals,
she was the best player in the world by far in the last.
Now, when she plays well, it's incredible to watch.
When I saw her live in Dubai,
exactly, man.
That final, she was amazing. It was all her. So I mean, very excited. Prediction, please don't kill me, but I do think they have a really, really good chance of being number ones in 2026.
Yes. Yeah. As long as Bea doesn't pick up any injuries or anything like
Hopefully,
that. Yeah. She seems like she was all good.
Yeah.
And
they feel like chemistry-wise and emotionally, two pretty stable people that can manage emotions and don't give up and don't go down. I mean, Jose Maria's always got a smile on her face.
Yeah, of course.
And Bea Gonzalez is intense, but she's also very positive.
I mean, there's two things here as well, just if we're on this topic, and we'll touch on the other pairs too. But generally, it's I would say a bit of a heartbreak split up in the paddle world as well. Sanchez and Jose Maria are such a legendary pair for, the last 3-4 years playing together, being the ranked number one. And this season, they got dethroned by Gemma Triay and Brea. It was tough, but it's also like one of those tough decisions that they made, and they were just like, okay, now is our time. Let's get a fresh start.
I think it's like we've hit a ceiling.
Yeah, exactly.
And as much as we love each other, as good as we are together, we also have to adapt to what's happening below us. We are top.
Yeah, exactly.
Or we were, but now we've seen another pair kind of competing us at that top level for the first time in like 2 years.
Yeah, and they did it.
There's new, the new school, the Martina Calvos, Usteros,
the next generation of paddle, man.
And they're not super young either.
No.
Two players.
Yeah, they're picking up their experience,
closing 30.
And also to touch, I was also a little upset when Bea Gonzalez and Claudia Fernandez did split up because they had a great run last season. It almost, when I first saw that news drop, I was just like, damn, man. Like, that doesn't entirely make sense to me. But I think when Jose Maria calls up someone, you're gonna jump the ship.
It's kind of similar, not exactly the same, but it's as if Coelho decided
called someone
to
up.
Call someone up.
Yeah, of course.
You're not going to say no.
You're going to get that. Yeah, I mean, look, now they're obviously they were already the second ranked team already.
And you also have to think about rankings. Don't forget, unfortunately, we've talked about this many times, paddle is a individual sport played in pairs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the ranking thing.
Yeah,
also,
they're gonna get the ranking.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll touch on Claudia Fernandez.
But,
as well,
for number 3 seeds here, we've got Ari Sanchez and
Ustero,
Andrea Ustero.
Which is also exciting. You know what I mean?
Very exciting. I mean, it's as I was saying to you off camera. It's interesting. I mean, not interesting, but like how Ari Sanchez has decided to stay with a lefty.
Yeah.
A mini version of Paula Jose Mariano.
Yes.
Is that she plays very similar to her. Very aggressive.
Yeah.
Powerful forehand player, being a lefty, as is Andrea Ustero. So there's not going to be much of a, I guess, adjustment for Ari Sanchez in that sense.
Yeah.
She is a different player, obviously, and she's very young. Ari Sanchez is going to have to take on, the master kind of sensei role now.
I mean, yeah, Ustero is going to learn so much from this partnership, regardless of where they come and, what place they or how well they do. I do feel like, and we will give our ratings after this, but like, I do feel like they're going to have, it's going to take them a longer time to really click in and lock in, though.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, whether they're training or obviously they're training already over the winter break, but I do have this prediction or this feeling that off the bat straight away, they're going to have to figure themselves out, especially when they play against, the same opponents after a few tournaments and everything like that. So I gave them a B+.
I gave them an A.
Yeah, okay. So
I think
they're
A minus.
We can go for an A minus.
I think they can get into the A category.
I just based on
what
I just said.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some growing pains. They're not gonna be like
no, definitely
heaven.
not. Especially Sanchez having to play with someone. It's kind of like the same for Jose Maria. Like after so many years together, consistently having to get used to a different partner.
Yeah.
Might take a bit of time, but I think it's a smart choice by Sanchez
to go for Ustero. Yeah,
I think so.
And Ustero's she's definitely had her moments. She's popping balls out of the court and everything like that. So an absolute beast. Ranked 4.
Ranked 4, we have Claudia Fernandez and Sofia Araujo, and I think we might have differing opinions here.
Yeah.
Look, Ari Sanchez didn't call up Claudia Fernandez.
Yeah.
For the reasons we just said, the whole lefty thing with Ustero. Claudia Fernandez being an absolute beast. It's a shame that she got separated from Bea González. Again, as we said before, it's just because Jose Maria called up Bea González and was like, do you want to rock together? And Bea was like, I'm so sorry, Claudia. I have to take this.
A piece. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is a better pairing than people think it's going to be. I gave them an A minus.
Damn, bro.
I do think that, obviously it's a downgrade for Claudia Fernandez. I'm not going to deny that.
I'm already
100%.
scared. I'm watching Fernandez, get to quarters and everything like that. Look at the other teams that are getting there.
I know. But I think, Sofia Araujo, she's got experience.
She does.
She's good, man.
She's solid, but I've also seen the mental drop off from Araujo as well, man. Like there's definitely moments where she's completely in her head. Obviously, it's sport that happens, but
I think
it's as we said, it's Fernandez didn't necessarily choose to play with her. That was the option left.
It's kind of it's what you get, but I mean Fernandez with her consistency and her solidity. I do think she's one of the best forehands in the world.
Yeah.
By far, top 3, if not top 2.
So, what's our overall rating here? Because I gave them a C.
You gave them a C?
Yeah.
I gave them an A minus.
Yeah, bro. I'm just not feeling it.
Okay, then let's split the middle. It's B. It has to be.
They're in B.
Let us know what you guys think about this one, because it's an interesting,
tricky
and
one. We have to see what it plays out like. But yeah.
Then we've got. I mean, if we go further down the rankings, this is a bit of a tricky one, because in terms of points, I think number 5 seeds should technically be Jensen and Ricardo, who are a new pairing as well.
Yeah.
I gave them a C.
I also gave them a C as well.
I think C is fair.
But they they had really great moments because they played between 2024 and 2025, and then they split for the half of 2025 basically, and now they're back again together. Yeah. So they have a lot of history already there.
And I think they're like the we always talk about like the paddle and how good they are technically, its skills and stuff, but this is a clear example of a pairing that can be good and do good things and get far vibe-wise.
Yeah, dude, their vibes are off the chart.
They're really good friends. Yeah. They've played together before.
Yeah.
They've got good chemistry.
Yeah.
They're like the TikTok. I think they did loads of like TikTok dancey things like Paquito and John Sandy.
Yeah, they're making content now.
Vibe-wise, they're good, but I mean, they've got absolute monsters above them. Yeah,
exactly. It's tough competition.
Yeah. So I think a C is fair.
I also gave them a C too.
So this is, as we said, is 5, 6. We're not sure. Number 6 pairing in this case, if we go in order, we'll go to a very new and like surprising pairing. Marta Ortega and Martina Calvo, the double M's.
Yes.
What do we think of this one?
I am very excited for them because I definitely think Marta Ortega is a really, really great player. And she hasn't had moments in the last year and a half where she's got to earn that reputation. Yeah. You know what I mean? She hasn't made it that far up to, quarters or semis or everything like that. But I've witnessed myself in the flesh seeing these great moments from Marta, and I think she's a fantastic player. And I think a player like Martina Calvo, who has so much promise, a lot of momentum right now. She's so young, but she's really like,
she's like the Osberger kind of.
Yeah. It's just like you're watching like a 17, 18-year-old play, and they're just an absolute monster. The new age paddle style, that aggressive style of play. Like, I'm very excited for them to actually, and like...
She's very determined. She's very brave.
Yeah,
she plays with a lot of heart.
She will throw herself on the ground. She'll jump to get the ball. She'll do anything to make it. But with a younger age, maybe younger experience, there's going to be more potential for some faults, some setbacks to learn from. So, it's not going to be a smooth sailing for them. But I do see them being quite dangerous and stopping some of the other bigger teams getting further down to quarters or semis and stuff like that.
I agree with that, except with your opinion on Marta Ortega.
Oh, you don't rate Marta.
I think Marta Ortega, for my taste, I think she's a bit too passive.
But that's why she's got Calvo, bro. She's got Calvo.
No, I know, but like...
She's got Calvo slinging from the back, man.
But I feel like she needs a bit more oomph, and I know that Calvo's going to give that to her.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I gave them a B.
Yes, me too.
You gave them a B?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man, I'm not going to give them an A.
No. Okay. I think a B because, Calvo's very young. Marta Ortega, like, I don't know. And chemistry-wise, I don't think they're going to, like... not be good together. There's going to be any problems. I don't know. I don't know how like amazing they will gel.
I'll go out of my way. I wouldn't be surprised if they made it to a finals this season.
Okay.
I mean, I would also be surprised, but I'm also not that surprised. I'm like, you guys made it there. You know what I mean? Like, like that's I back them. I believe in them. I want to see it live. Yeah. But that's my guttural feeling right now on where these guys are going to go. But so we actually agree there.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
B is good. Number 7 will be another new pairing, Ale Alonso and Salazar.
Yeah.
I also think that this is a better pairing that maybe other people think. I want to be more positive about it. Alejandra Alonso being a very good, as if you guys remember, she came up last year with Ustero being the two like new
the next gen players, man. The future
next
of paddle
gen players
here.
In town. They were very good. They made it to the Barcelona finals. They're climbing up the ranks. And it's now another, Salazar, this being, I think, definitely her last season.
Yeah, I thought she was retiring at the end of last season.
There were voices, but I think she's going to try and stretch it out for another year.
Yeah.
Her being like a legend of the
she's
the sport.
Yeah, don't get me,
So I think it is a good pairing. bad thing is the ranking here, that they're going to be facing.
They're going to have a tricky road.
They're going to have a tricky road in tournaments. But
they're going to have to play the Tria Brea,
Yeah.
Gonzalez, Jose Maria, Sanchez, Ostero.
Yeah.
I mean, the Sanchez, like, if you put Sanchez, Ostero versus Alonso Salazar, what's your prediction there, like, in a game?
If you put who? Sorry, Alonso Salazar against
Sanchez, Ostero, and Alonso Salazar. Come on, that's an easy one.
I don't know if it's that easy. I think it's Sanchez Ustero, but I don't think it's like super easy walk in the park for them, honestly.
Really?
I gave Alonso and Salazar, I gave them a B.
I gave them a D, man.
You gave them a D.
I don't see. I just feel like they're not a threat, and I think young players like Ali Alonso is the threat, but the consistency comes from Salazar.
Mm-hmm.
Consistency is like the main thing Salazar can do, but I think in a tough, high intensity game, we have to be real. We'll factor in age here, but when you go up against younger players, maybe even Caldera and Ganaga, you know what I mean? Yeah. They're gonna have a tough time with that. I think.
Yeah.
I think this is a season where Alonso will learn so much through Salazar's experience, but in terms of generating results here,
I don't see it happening.
I don't see a vision here. The vibes feel a little off, and not that Salazar's a sandbag holding down Alonso, but I really do think, especially in women's paddle right now, to thrive and push for the top positions, you need to be aggressive. You need to be fast. You need to be hungry. And that's the vibe that I'm not getting here from this pairing. So I am a little harsh, and I gave them a D.
Let's split the middle again. Let's give them a C then.
Okay, a C?
I think C is fair. And
I think so as well.
We'll see. It's one of those things where you just have to see. But yeah. I can understand your point of view.
Yeah.
Like I can see it.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay.
I think I'm just trying to be a bit
optimistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be optimistic, I'm pessimistic, and we'll go from there and split down the middle and give them a C. Our next pairing, Gunnar.
And these are just like a little thing here. 8, 9, and 10 are not like 100% confirmed,
right?
For whatever reason, these.
Still
not.
I think the window to entry for the Saudi tournament closes in 4 days. So then in 4 days time from now,
we're
going to
assume it stays the same as last season. So we've got Guinard Birseda. I gave them an E.
Fuck, that's harsh. I gave them a D. So
yeah. I mean, I did see them play in Dubai live, and I was not impressed at all. I've never really liked Vero Birseda as a player, honestly. Marina Guinard, she is young, and she's also coming up, and I think she's got a good future ahead of her.
Yeah.
Not being
a lot of power.
As good as Alonso and Ustero and Martina Calvo, obviously. But I just think the pairing just doesn't... It's not that it's like, oh, what are you guys doing together? I just don't think they have many more options, and it's one of those when you go down the ranking, you kind of have to.
You're just like, hey, what's up? Like,
you kind of have to.
What are you doing next year? Let's team up a little bit. Yeah, they're not a threat. I don't think they're a threat to some of the bigger players.
No.
Hopefully we get proven wrong. That's one thing, but I don't see them as a threat. I think they're going to be a team that. It will be a celebration for them if they get to quarterfinals in a tournament, which is, fair enough.
For me, even though they should be, if this is all correct, even though they would technically make it right now into the Barcelona finals of 2026.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
I think they're the top 10. For me, they're the worst pairing.
Okay.
So, yeah. I mean, you gave them a D?
A D, E. You want to give them a... Should we give them an E+?
E+.
Okay, we'll meet in the middle in an E+ for Guinard and Verseda.
Which takes us to, Connor?
Caldera, Gonaga.
Number 9.
Which is
a... Look, like, these guys kind of... They brought the heat last season.
Yeah.
The kind of unknown, further down the ranks, young players. But, I mean, they shocked the world when they made the finals of that P2.
Wasn't New Giza, was it? Or
I think it could have been or Bordeaux. Was it Bordeaux?
Not too sure, but they definitely did make a finals. They were finalists.
They made a finalist in the P2. I think they knocked out Ari Sanchez and Paula Jose Maria. they made it to the quarters of
as a pairing last year. Their name was bubbling around. You know what I mean? They were getting traction on their own, and necessarily they aren't a pairing that gets a lot of attention. Basically, here's my hot take. I think they're going to be the pair that surprises the fans of Premier Padel the most next season.
Okay.
So I gave them a B+.
B+?
Yeah,
I gave them a C+.
Okay. So you want to give them a C+, B-? I think that's just my big shock. These are all just predictions, guys. You know what I mean? Like we could say anything. It's like the Wild West now.
I would say, I think if you ask me personally, I think let's keep them on the C.
Okay, we can put them on the C.
They've got
bench,
a lot of competition. And a C being pair number 9 is pretty good.
Yes, that is true.
It's a decent rank.
I'm just backing them, man. I think they're going to be very, very successful this year. Yeah. So that's my crazy prediction on the women's side.
Let's keep them at C then.
Yeah, and for our last pairing on the women's side here, we have Osorio Iglesias.
Yeah,
who both have a lot of experience. I'll be honest.
La Vikinga and Victoria Iglesias. I looked at them and I was like, I gave Guinart and Birseda an E. I gave Osorio and Iglesias a D because I was like, they're kind of similar in terms of like not a very exciting revolutionary pairing, but at least what Osorio and Iglesias have is more experience.
Yeah.
And they've been playing for a long time. So I gave them a D.
I gave them a C, but because based just on vibes, I think their vibes as a pairing are pretty good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Good
chemistry.
Yeah.
I do think Osorio does come with the power as well, man. She's so awesome, man. And Iglesias as well as has had super consistent moments too. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think I kind of get it. You know what I mean? That's why when we go back and we look like Alonso Salazar, I'm like, in my head I go, why? Like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Osorio Iglesias, yeah, okay, yeah. You only have a certain amount of players you can play with. That's one thing. But yeah, like. I just don't really see a problem with it, and I think they're going to be great, but I don't think they're going to make massive impacts on the rest of the season. Yeah. But so yeah, C, and you gave them a D. Mm-hmm. So let's go low C. Let's agree with that.
Okay.
And
C-.
Yes, and we've reached the end.
And obviously, guys, there's other pairings, but look, this sport is crazy.
Yes.
People still don't know who they're playing with.
It's like musical chairs in 2 weeks.
It's also very difficult to like find information from Premier Padel, from the players.
We're trying to give solid information.
We want to give as current and as truthful as possible. Look, maybe in a week some of this has changed, but for now, this is what we know.
I heard Koya and Sabi are going to split up, bro.
Anyway, guys, we hope you enjoyed this episode. That was super fun, man.
Yeah, that went by fast.
It got me pumped.
I'm very excited to watch the 2026 season now.
New pairings, new studio.
Yes. And we're back. And we're back here for 2026, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks so much if you're new, if you're old. We're here for another round of Premier Padel for 2026. Excited to see. We've got London on the map, which is where we're based, guys. Yeah. So that is a really big one for us. If Premier Padel's listening and you want to send us an invite, that would be awesome.
Yeah, we're happy to.
We'll be there one way or another. And so much to look forward to this year.
Big plans
honestly.
for 2026 as well. Stay tuned.
Yes.
Thank you for joining, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace, guys.
Take care.